Well, hello, my little chicken nuggets. I'm a little bit under the weather this weekend, so forgive me while I eat a yogurt bar and make you a really quick tutorial to help you get your presentation started. So notice that you'll need to be logged into your Google account to access your Canva. So you can do that by either logging into Google first or clicking continue with Google and then selecting your AHB account. I'm selecting my Gmail because that's the account I use for all my other stuff. Anyhow, when you get there, you are going to look for the presentation template to start. And once you click there on the left, as you know, many of you, you will see a bunch of different templates that you can choose from. I would try to pick one that fits along the style of whatever it is you're exploring. So for example, we're all studying something during medieval times. So something super modern would be a little bit of a clash with the tone I'm trying to set with my presentation. So keep that in mind. And you can also search and see if you see anything that interests you based off of that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and select one of these. Man, it took me a long time to pick one, so I hit pause. You're welcome. I also finished my ice cream. You're welcome. Part 2. Just kidding. So I picked this brown, black, illustrated vintage business presentation because I like that it looked kind of old-fashioned, and it will show you all the different pages that are available when you click on this sidebar. So I know that I want to upload some original artwork, so I'm picking one of these slides that has a picture in it. I think I'll pick this one, and then I can change my title, and I could also change the font. If I'm not too keen on my font, I can also do things like add text effects. If you want to get super fancy, don't go down the rabbit hole too deeply. But that's the way that this little section works. And then one thing that a lot of kids don't know about that's such a cool feature in a lot of graphic programs is this little paint roller tool. This is like a copy formatting brush. So if I like the way this font looks, I can copy and then paste it on something else and it will change it to that exact formatting, the special effects and the color and the size and everything. So that's a really fast way to get consistency on your fonts for different slides. So one of the requirements is we want your front cover to have some of your own like heart and soul in it. And that can only be done with your own creation versus just grabbing something that's in the Canva library, which I mean is very handy, yes, but we want a little bit of your own personality in there and your own style. So when you're ready, you're going to go to upload files and you're going to navigate to wherever you saved that picture image. Like maybe you got it on email from me, or maybe you made it in Canva and downloaded it. I've already uploaded my picture, but I'll go ahead and upload it again just in case. Actually, I'll just upload a picture of my friend's head. All right, so now my new image is here and I can add it into my presentation. Keep in mind, there is also something in Canva called frames. You maybe have experimented with these before. So frames, whenever you see this little sun background, that means that you can drag your own picture in. So let's say that I pull in this frame and then I drag my picture and drop it in. It'll make that image appear in the shape. I know you can't see that very well because of my see-through background. Let me show you with another picture instead. So see how it made that cool shape out of my photo? That is done with the frame feature, and you can find that in Elements, or you can search for it. One thing that we're going to ask you guys to do is to put a citation underneath any photographs or pictures or graphics that you take that you do not create yourself. This is like a big issue of copyright, and I'm not just telling you this because my mom is a university librarian, or she was. She's very into copyright, but there's a reason, because it's not really cool to go online and just grab everybody's stuff and not give them credit for it. So we're not going to make you get too high tech or anything, but like one of the pictures that you just saw me using, I got from this website. from this article about the healing power of art from ancient times. So I would basically just go up to the URL, that's the address at the top of the screen, and I'm going to hit my Control or Command C to copy. And then in my presentation itself, then you come back over to your presentation, wherever you have that little image hiding, and you look on your left toolbar for the text tool. And I'm just going to say add subheading, and then I'm going to Command or Control V to paste that website. And I'm just going to put it right underneath the picture itself. And it's at a pretty big font. 18 is big. I'm going to change it to 9-point font so that it can be really small. Because really, it's not a matter of how big it is. It's more just making sure I'm giving credit to the place where I got that website. And then another thing that you might not know about is when it comes time to add another page, you can go up to this design tool and see all of those different template options that might help you. Like, for example, if I know I want to make a bibliography page, maybe I like this one because it's got a list of things. So maybe I would call this my bibliography, and then I could paste my websites in here. Maybe add a different photo, or maybe move some stuff around. So that is the way that duplicating a page will work. And then down here, you can also duplicate a page if you know you want to use the same like font size or maybe design. You can duplicate, and you can also use this toolbar underneath your slides to rearrange the order of your slides. You're going to see on your rubric that one of the things that we want to talk about is like, what order do you give the information? Does it make sense to the person who knows nothing about your topic? And last but not least, let's take a look at your rubric. We are looking for, like I said, I think it's my fault. I didn't really give you as much of like a criteria when we did our body systems projects. Because I was thinking, we don't have grades, but actually it's important for you to know what we're looking for, grades or no grades, so that you can do your best work and also not be confused. So here's what we're looking for. We're looking for your original art on the cover. You'll do it in watercolor or pastels or marker, whatever you want to do it with, and we will scan it for you and email you a digital photo so that you can upload it into your Canva creation. We want to make sure that your content in your presentation is factual and accurate, and that you summarize things in your own words instead of just copying and pasting directly from a website. Or if you do copy and paste, you use quotation marks and cite it so that you're giving credit to wherever you took that quote. We're going to look to see, is your text, is it easy on the eyes? Is it not overwhelming mix of a million different fonts? Like, does it look like it's got some cohesion? And then how did you use graphics to help us get more of a picture of whatever you're researching? And here's that I mentioned, what order do you give the viewer or the audience your information? How effective is your presentation? Like, do we understand your topic fairly well after we've seen it? And is it original? Like, can we tell that you were thinking creatively and kind of putting some of your own spirit in there? And that's what we're going to be looking for. We can't wait to see what you make.